Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm excited to showcase my first ever cigar haul with you guys. So I've been exploring various cigar brands and flavors for the past few months. And finally, I've decided to take the plunge and invest in some high quality premium cigars. So in this video, I'm going to be showcasing the different cigars that I was able to pick up. And so let's just get straight into it. Let's start off with the first cigar that pretty much got me into the whole game. So a little bit of backstory. I did buy my first ever cigar when I turned 18. So my 18th birthday, I did buy my first ever cigar, and I had a horrible experience with that particular cigar that I bought. I don't even remember what cigar it was, but it was horrible. That cigar literally made me put cigars down, and I said, nope, this definitely isn't for me. Fast forward now, my mid-20s, I went ahead and purchased an Acid Blondie because it was recommended to me. And I tried it, and honestly, I absolutely loved it. As a non-cigar smoker, I was extremely impressed how smooth these cigars were, how small they are, how thin they are. They're like the perfect cigar for anybody to start off. Not only that, there's this sort of sweetness that you get from these cigars that you really don't get from any other cigar. And so this cigar is honestly a cigar that you either try and you love or you hate. There's no in between. You either love it or you hate it, and honestly, I loved it. They're perfect beginner cigars. I guarantee that, anybody that's a first timer and wants to try one, I think this is the one to try for sure. And for the first cigar is the Padron. This is the Padron 2000. I would have preferred the Corona, but the shop that I went to didn't have the Corona, so I went ahead and got the 2000. As a beginner, you want to get something that's a Connecticut wrapper and very, very small, and a small ring gauge. Short and a small ring gauge. That's honestly the best way to go if you're a beginner. And I think this is a really good option. Definitely a popular brand. And so anybody that wants to try a Padron and is a beginner, highly recommend you try it, but get the Connecticut leaf. And so the Padron is actually a Nicaraguan puro. So 100% Nicaraguan. The binder, the filler, and the wrapper are all Nicaraguan. So the next one on the list is going to be the Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real. Now this one here is in the Corona size. So very, very nice. Very slim, short, perfect for any beginner. Highly recommend this one. And so this Romeo y Julieta is definitely a little more complex. There's a little more variety when it comes to this particular cigar, because we have the Ecuadorian wrapper, the Nicaraguan binder, and the fillers are Dominican and Nicaraguan long fillers. So there's definitely a little something from everywhere. Very, very good cigar. Very, very smooth according to a lot of reviews, and I'm very excited to try this one out as well. Now for the next one, it is going to be this Montecristo Classic series. This is the Especial number 3, which pretty much means that it's the Corona. So it's in the Corona size as well. Again, we want to stick with the small sticks. You don't want to be getting something that's way too fat, that's way too long, and then have a very unpleasant experience, especially if you're a beginner. Again, it's very hard to get into cigars as a beginner just because there's so much variety, so much to pick from, and a lot of the shops just want to sell you something that's expensive, and that's it. Honestly, when you're a beginner in the cigar industry, you have to make sure that you really do your research and find the right cigars for you as a beginner. This is definitely one that I recommend and that a lot of people recommend because of its smoothness and its Connecticut wrapper. Every time anybody is first starting into cigars, Connecticut wrapper is definitely the way to go. They're going to be the lightest cigars, the smoothest cigars, and the first beginner cigars. So like I just said, this is a Connecticut wrapper. We have Dominican filler and Dominican binder. So a very, very good option for anybody looking to get into Montecristo. Definitely the classic series with the Connecticut wrapper is the way to go. And last but not least, it's going to be the Ashton Classic. And this again is in the Corona size. A small stick, something manageable for any beginner smokers. And then once again, this is also in the Connecticut wrapper, Dominican filler, and Dominican binder. So as you can see, there's kind of this consistency when it comes to the Connecticut wrappers. As a beginner smoker, that's what you mainly want to focus on. I'm not saying not to get this stronger, probably sun-grown wrapper or something like that. You can definitely go ahead and try a stronger cigar, but I'm telling you, as a beginner, you don't want to really get into that so fast because it can possibly give you an unpleasant experience. So as a beginner, I just highly recommend that you stick with the Connecticut wrappers. And so as of right now, this is my first haul of cigars. I have more acid blondies because I know this is definitely my all-time favorite. Like, if someone were to ask me what's your favorite cigar, acid blondie is definitely gonna have to be the one, at least for now, as I'm getting started with this whole cigar journey. But definitely I love these. And so I do want to mention one more cigar that I also had in this collection. The only reason that I don't have it in here is because I already smoked it. And that's the Arturo Fuente Chateau, also a Connecticut. Definitely recommend that you check the Arturo Fuente Chateau because it was definitely a very different cigar. Has a Cameroon wrapper, so it's an African Cameroon wrapper, Dominican filler, and Dominican binder. So I think the Arturo Fuente Chateau is an excellent addition to this kind of pack of cigars just because it has the Cameroon African wrapper. None of these have that Cameroon wrapper, so it adds an extra variety into your whole selection. And honestly, this selection right here is top notch. We have a lot of very known brands. We have the Ashton, we have the Montecristo, we have Romeo y Julieta, Padron, and then obviously Arturo Fuente. All very known brands, all high quality sticks. And if you found this video entertaining, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget and let me know what was your first cigar haul in the comments below, because I'm definitely very curious to see what people's first cigars were. Was it an acid blondie? Was it one of these? So let me know in the comments below what was your first cigar that you smoked, and I'll see you in the next one.